Okay, everybody. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining this stream from. You guys already know the name is Adetola Freeman, and this is the NFP market trading. All right, this is the live NFP trading session brought to you by, FBS. All right, the FBS broker. The very popular favorite broker all across the world. So today, as usual, we're going to be trading the non-farm payrolls from the United States, which is usually a report that comes out to describe the amount that was spent on paying out certain employees within the U.S. economy. All right, so today I am particularly going to be just running through the commodities. A lot of you guys already know the strategy and the approach that we use for trading NFP. All right, our strategy for trading NFP is called the straddle trading strategy. All right, so on this stream, we're going to be using the straddle trading strategy. All right, and on that basis, talking about the straddle trading strategy now, it simply describes the fact that we're going to be having to place pending orders. All right, we're going to be placing pending orders on the two ends of the commodity. All right, both a buy stop and a sell stop. That's typically what we're going to be doing. All right, so we're going to do it in a way that it's going to allow us to make maximum profit. All right, without breaking the bank. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, I promised a couple of you. Now, Kenton, it's good to see you. You're welcome, my friend. Happy new month. Welcome to the month of May, the fifth month, and the fifth 2025, Sha, basically. So guys, if you are with me and you're ready for another amazing mind-blowing session, can you just drop an emoji in the comment section? Just drop an emoji, any emoji of your choice. Drop it in the comment section, and then we'll get to it. All right. Also, if you have friends, you have a community of traders, you have a group of friends that you trade together, and you would like them to also be able to join in on this particular live stream. All right. You can simply share the link to this stream with them. All right. Let's bring as many people on board as possible. Steven, it's good to have you here. Abdusalam, it's good to have you here. Solomon Adewale, it's good to have you here. Abiola Alex, it's good to have you here. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Fatima Usman, you're welcome. Talk is cheap, you're welcome. Uchendi Baba, you're welcome. Fun Facts, you're welcome. Actuarial Society of Ghana, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's lovely, lovely having you guys here. Kenton, Satog, you're welcome. Rogers Ambei, Christian Montano, you guys are welcome. It's always amazing, 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 amazing to see the energy that you guys bring to the stream, to the calls. All right. Nelly, you're welcome. Power, you're welcome. Abimbola Oladejo, you're welcome. Abdul Jalil, you're welcome. Philip Jacob, you are welcome. All right. So let's go on to the interesting part, the aspect where we begin to talk about our expectations from all of this, this stuff. So generally, I tell you that when we want to trade straddle, what we first of all want to look for is an area of consolidation just before the news. Dave Mark, you're welcome. Jada, you're welcome. Football lovers, you are welcome. It's lovely having you here. Yeah, so now let's get to work. So like I said, whenever we're trying to trade the news like this, it's important to find areas of consolidation or areas of demand and supply that price is very close to. All right, then we can, on that basis, plan our trade. All right, Underground King, you're welcome. So when you look at gold, gold is in a very interesting situation. And what do I mean by an interesting situation? This right here is supposed to be an area of supply. All right, that is supposed to be an area of supply. However, because this is NFP, all right, because this is NFP, we know that the momentum could push price to break beyond this zone. All right, so what we're simply going to have to do is to position our buy stop above that zone. All right, which means that if price is going to go bullish, we expect it to break above that zone. All right, and if price is going to go bearish, we want to look for areas, all right, where is the nearest area where price might have the opportunity to sweep liquidity, all right, a sell side liquidity. And for me, I think that would be maybe here, right? Yes. So we can have that there, maybe TP1, TP2, TP3, down here, and then TP1, 2, and then 3. So the take profits are usually scheduled to happen, all right, very, very close to areas where we have observed liquidity to exist. Do you guys get what I'm talking about now? So our positioning, all right, I think some of you cannot see my full feet. Looking like I'm not handsome today. Don't worry. Don't worry. I still am. I'm that very cute neighborhood trader. Let me just adjust my webcam a bit so that you guys can get the full glimpse of this beauty. Okay. Yeah, Prof. Jibril, you're welcome. Dean, yes, good afternoon, you're welcome. Anna, Jebi, what, you're welcome. Ron, I don't know. Ron, you're saying hello, boss. I don't know why you're running. I don't know where you're running to. Lynn Morgan, you're welcome. Popper Henry, stronger dollar today. Let's see if that's true. So these are the positions for gold. All right. In a few minutes, I'm going to bring the rules and regulations on the screen. All right, just so that you guys will not forget it. All right, the rules and regulations on the screen right now. All right, so what are the figures for our buy stop and sell stop? So we have buy stop at 3289.35. And then we have our sell stop at 3250.42. Now, please understand that, remember what I've always told you guys. If your pending order should get triggered just before the news release or before the news release, close it. Once price triggers your pending order before the news release, close that trade immediately. Yes, Jawad Omar, that's what we do here. It's called the straddle trading strategy. We look for areas of consolidation and areas of liquidity, and then we position buy stop and sell stops based on that. Miracles, thank you so much. Alabiola Nruwaju, it's good to have you here. Jackson Charles, you're welcome. Estali, you're welcome. It's been a while since I've seen you, Estali. Okadike, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, Jawad Omar, I want to believe that you got what I explained just now. Funeka, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, being here with you guys. So that's for gold. All right, gold on the 1 hour time frame. Then we do EU, then we do GU, and probably USD JPY. 1 hour time frame on EU is interesting as well. That right there is an area of supply, right? We have an area of supply here, which means that price could choose to just begin dropping from there. There's another supply zone right here that overlaps the initial area of supply, which means that if we're looking for buy stops, it has to exceed this region, all right? It has to exceed the region of the liquidity. Lynn Morgan, just search the name, just Google the name. You can always get in touch. You have questions, you have inquiries. Probably you saw me do something on the stream that was not exactly clear, all right, and you want to just make a request or make an inquiry, you can always do that. You can always do that by just reaching out. Okay. So let's see. Hold on. Hold on, I'm coming. Trying to get the text on the screen. Okay, yeah. All right, so areas of liquidity, that's where we're going to target for our buy stop and sell stop. So I think I can do this. Maybe I have a buy stop here. TP1, TP2, TP3. Then we'll probably have our sell stop here. TP1, TP2, TP3. Remember, once again, if your buy stop or sell stop gets triggered just before the news, you want to close out in as little profit or loss as possible and end it. All right? Jawad Omar, for me, let me show you what my sentiment is. And I'm not just going to work based on the 4 hours time frame. Let me open another gold chart so we don't tamper with this one that we have right here. I'm going to start on the weekly time frame. It's important that you get this right, okay? It's very important that you get this right. So please pay attention. Jordan, it's good to have you here. Jordan Rubanga Kenny. Charles Musima, just hold on. That's what I want to explain to you, what I see. When we talk about technical analysis on gold, all right, I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. So on the weekly time frame for gold, we have a demand zone right here. All right, this is a large engulfing candle that follows an Arami. All right, this is a mother and child candle, but in reverse. Right. So when you look at that, let me just mark out this zone. We come to the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame, what we're simply trying to do is to find a way to streamline that weekly time frame sentiment on the daily time frame. And when you look at the daily time frame, you see that this is a very interesting doji candle. All right, followed by another very tiny momentum candle. So it tells us that there's something to be discovered at that point. All right, the second demand zone will be somewhere here on the daily time frame, which gives us a sweep break retest pattern, but that is an entirely different conversation. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame. I'm trying to break these things down so that you understand my sentiment, because you guys asked for it. So on the 4 hours time frame, we are able to now reduce the stop loss this much. All right, we're able to reduce it this much. And then on the basis of reducing it that much, we are expecting that price will go bullish. But before price will be able to, or before I personally will be able to conclude that price is ready to go bullish, I need to see price break above that trend line, break above this horizontal resistance. All right, once price is able to do that and then it comes back for a retest, that will be the requirement for me to conclude that, yes, gold is ready for continued buys. All right, and the reason is because price could very easily get into this supply zone, which overlaps that resistance. And instead of doing this break and retest, it could just get there and then drop. And that would be no other person's fault than mine. All right, so it's important that I pay attention to what exactly is going on here. All right, because that's the only way that I can be able to clearly position for what I'm seeing. So even though from the weekly time frame, the overall sentiment is bullish, I need to see a clear break of that trend line. All right, I need to see price clearly break out of that trend line. Otherwise, we'll just assume that price is still trading within this, this channel. Does it make sense? Do you guys get me? Those of you that requested for my outlook on gold. If this makes sense, please drop an emoji. Let me be sure that you guys are good. Ashaolu Joshua, instead of take profit and stop loss, what we use is a trailing stop. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to set it. Is this clear, please? I need to be sure that this is clear. All right, beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's return to the original gold chart with the pending orders. All right, so once again, the buy stop 3289.35, sell stop 3250.42. Remember, guys, I've told you many times, all right, I've told you many times, if you're going to trade this way, it is best you do it from a PC. All right, it's best you do it from a personal computer. All right, doing it on your phone is going to give you one major drawback. All right, it's going to give you one major drawback, and that drawback is the fact that you will not be able to use a trailing stop, which is very crucial, very essential to what we do here. All right, Once again, the figures 3289.35 and 3250.42. Those of you who can see the figures, you can just type it in the chat box so that everyone else can get it. All right, so coming over to USD JPY, if you look at it from the weekly time frame, USD JPY, very interesting position. This was a sweep, a break, retest. All right, so price began to fall from the fair value gap at the top here. And when that happens, we have an expectation that price is supposed to sweep liquidity, which right now it just hasn't yet. All right, and in the midst of that, if we come to the daily time frame, you see that this is an area of supply. If you go to the 4 hours time frame, you can reduce that further to this region. All right, but because this is not a technical analysis session, this is us trying to trade the news. We are trying to trade the NFP. All right, so I'm just going to remove all of this. Sorry, I'm just going to remove all of that. And then we'll go to the 1 hour time frame and then search for areas of liquidity where I expect price to sweep liquidity from. These are equal lows. I think price would be interested in sweeping liquidity from there. This is a week just before a fair value gap, so price might want to sweep liquidity from there as well. TP1, 2, 3, TP1, 2, 3. Right, so let's have the figures on the screen. $144.909. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I need to put this somewhere convenient so that you guys can see it properly. All right, buy stop. Then let's have the sell stop properties. Sell stop, our figure for sell stop 144.13138. Bonaventure, no, not yet. We'll get to Euro USD soon. Those of you that have the figures for gold, please drop it. Nitro Man, the big man, you're welcome. Mark P, I'm sorry we don't do BTC USD on this calls. Don Yorks, okay. All right, so let's go to GBP USD. If you got the figures, please be your brother's keeper. You can always share with the rest of the community. All right, please, for the sake of time. Okay, GU, where are our liquidity levels? All right, there should be one here just above this week. 2, 3. Then for the sell stop, I think we can do entry 1, 3. Buy stop 1.33076. Sell stop 1.32740. Thank you so much, Nitro Man. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Simon, you're welcome. Any figures for Euro USD? All right, so now let's get to Euro USD. Remember, I was just showing you guys what I saw on Euro USD earlier. All right, but I think it's time to take this off. Time to take this off. Maybe make things easier. Maybe I can. Still tracking liquidity, all right, because that's the main aim of what we're trying to do. We're still trying to track liquidity. All right, 7 more minutes. Let's see. Buy stop 1.13556. Sell stop 1.13247. All right, so this is how it works. All right, for those of you who have been asking me, how do you set a trailing stop? Remember, our trailing stop is typically nothing lower or nothing higher than 50 points, all right, nor lower than 20 points. It shouldn't be higher than 50 points. It shouldn't be lower than 20 points, all right? So generally, what I recommend is about 30 points, all right, which is 3 pips for your trailing stop. So I'm going to set my sell stop, all right? You can see my sell stop is down here. It's showing, this is it. I've highlighted it. All right, that's my sell stop. My position size is there. Let me hide the text a bit so that you guys can see it better. All right, so this is my pending order. That's my sell stop. All right, so in order to apply my trailing stop, I simply right click on that trade. All right, once I right click on that trade, I come down to the menu called trailing stop. All right, you're going to see trailing stop as part of the menu. Let me see if I can just pull this up. Come down here, go over there to trailing stop. When you come over to trailing stop, you want to set it to anything between 20 and 50. All right, but the one I recommend typically is 30 points. All right, so as far as that trade is concerned, I've already activated a trailing stop. All right, and based on that, my stop loss can now be set. I can put my stop loss just behind price. All right behind price, and that would work for me. So guys, my recommendation, Euro USD is about to activate the first sell stop. So please close that position now. Close that position now. Let me change the value for the sell stop. All right, I think you guys should be able to see the screen better now. So I've moved the sell stop. All right, I moved it to 1.13181. Oh God. Yeah, 1.13181. 24K gains. I understand, but What we're simply doing here is not necessarily pure price action. We're just waiting for a breakout of a zone, and we're targeting areas of liquidity for our take profit. Figures for GBP USD. Buy stop 1.33076. 1.33076. Sell stop 1.32740 for the sell stop. Bonaventure, thank you so much. You're welcome. Ahmed, hello. For gold is the only exception. Gold is the only point where I use 50. All right, and that's because 50 points on gold is still very little. It's still a very small position. You get it now. Nitroman, that was my answer to your question. Hey, Buka Michael, thank you so much. God bless you. 2 more minutes to the release of the NFP, and the way we do it is to come here and then tile our windows. All right, we'll tile the windows and then we'll use that to see. All right, so now we have all of this on our screen. And then we can just monitor and see which ones have take profit, which ones are struggling, all from here. Two minutes. Okay, 1 minute now, 1 minute to the release of the non-farm payrolls report. SMC Business FX, you're welcome. Let's see, 1 minute. It's just a few seconds to go. It's just a few seconds to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I cut a fish alive. Why the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I let it go again. You guys already know our theme song by now. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. Let's see, how's it going? Here we go. Euro USD TP1, TP2 it already. Same thing on GU. UJ is about to activate the buy stop. Gold, I think gold must have triggered the sell stop on some people's accounts already. Where is the momentum? NFP, give us momentum, please. Keep going, boy. Keep going. You can do it. Beautiful. Pending on that I put on EU already, it take profit. TP1, TP2 already cleared. GU is at TP1. USD JPY is about to activate. Gold is about to trigger the sell stop. Are you making money? Thank you, Didier. UJ activated, gold activated. Let's see. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Let's go. NFP, bring the volume. I want to see the momentum return. This is classic weirdo. Stock is cheap, you're welcome. For those of you who already applied the trailing stop, like I said, you're probably going to be out of most of your trades already in profit. If you used the trailing stops like I recommended, you would most definitely have been out on most trades, except for the UJ and gold. All right. Some of you are not getting profit because of UJ and gold. We're going to hold on and just allow that play out. All right. Since gold is already activated, the stop loss, like I said, is just going to be behind price. So as long as this candle remains bearish, just relax. All right. As long as this candle on gold remains bearish. Okay, you can't see the candle. Let me enlarge it. As long as this candle, this particular candle, the recent 1 hour candle remains bearish on gold, just hold on. Put your stop loss behind that 1 hour candle, which means that we're simply saying if there's a reversal in the momentum, I want out. But if you are in on GU and EU, all right, you should have already exited in profit. Sorry, I got to check my trades too. All right, you guys know that. I can't feed you guys without having anything to eat for myself. All right, gold is correcting. Hold on. Remember what I told you. For UJ, just put your stop loss behind this green candle too. All right. So right now we already have stop loss for GJ for gold and UJ. If your sell stop got closed, it probably means that your account cannot carry the position size that you set. Probably you're using a lot size bigger than your account can handle. Let's hold on. Let's hold on. Stop loss behind this candle on UJ. Like I said, gold stop loss behind this candle. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Don't worry, you're not alone. If you're not yet in profit, you're not alone. But trust me, this has nothing related to CBEX. All right, so you're safe. And I'll see you when you get there. See you when you get there. See you when you get there. Oh, I'll see you when you get there. See you when you get there. See you when you get there. Oh. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Gold is back to our entry. John Mutiso, the reason why the price action is sloppy is most definitely because sometimes the NFP and the employment report, they conflict each other. All right. And usually in that situation, there's going to be some whipsaw of volatility. But it is like this today because, all right, there is a lot of loss of investor confidence. Right. A lot of investors have lost confidence in the US dollar, primarily because of what, the ongoing trade war and the policies by the Supreme President of the United States. All right. So it's a lot, but I can assure you that we're safe. All right. Once you have your stop loss intact, you have your you have your trailing stop activated. You just wait. and allow the market do what it does best. You're welcome, Mr. John. As you can see, we are not alone in the struggle. Gold is in the struggle. UJ is in the struggle. I am in the struggle. You guys are in the struggle too. So we just go wait and see how this plays out. David Bassi, what are you buying now? Fami here, Ilham, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't you know that I need you, baby? Don't you know that I need you now? Ah, party, 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 ah. Nitro Man, my guy, always cashing out every time there's news. Good job, good job, good job, Nitro Man. It's always lovely having you here. Nasdaq is moving smoothly. Interesting. Collins Umeze, yes. If you want to sell gold now, you can, but bear in mind the stop loss that I mentioned. All right, bear in mind the stop loss that I mentioned. Remember, guys, this is a supply zone that I showed you just before the session to explain this reaction. All right, and that's why my pending order for the buy is above that zone. All right, because I already understand that before gold can be considered bullish, it needs to break free of this supply zone first. I'm actually a lot more surprised than you guys. Can you see what dollar is doing right now? And this is basically why my take profits were at the point where it were, because I knew that those were regions where price was going to definitely go to seek liquidity. All right, you can see it took liquidity from here, took from here, took from here. All right. So, guys, if you want to sell EU GU gold, all right, don't forget your stop loss should be just above the 1 hour candle, the current 1 hour candle. All right. And if you want to buy UJ, your stop loss should be just below the recent low on the 1 hour. Just below it is a minimal risk, all right, but at the same time, ensure that you manage that risk properly. And for gold, if you want to join the sell, you can sell now, all right. That's what we call martingale, all right, or layering. So if you want to sell, you can sell now. Put your stop loss just above the 1 hour high. Risk asset Lawan. So your pending order was not activated yet on gold. If it wasn't, you can take the sell now. All right, just put your stop loss above the 1 hour candle, and keep your fingers crossed. That's all we can say. Because I'm not a market maker, you're not a market maker, so all we're left to do is just hope and pray with our fingers crossed. You don't have to go the 360 degrees. But now it's time we go the 180. You don't have to climb the highest mountains. What you're looking for is within you. Open the eyes of your mind, your ears and mouth as you hear my song. Open the eyes of your mind, your ears and mouth as you sing my song. Oh, Samuel Ukaigbe, thank you. Let's see. Gold is reversing heavily. Same with GU, same with UJ. All right, if you entered the UJ buy again, then definitely you're out of that trade already. So based on that, what's my recommendation? This is a terrible, or this was a terrible NFP. Very terrible. And all that we're left to do right now is to put our hope in the CPI and just believe that CPI is going to deliver something better. John Motiso, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fingers crossed, open, waiting. La 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 day. La 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 day. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. This is my first time here getting along. Well done, sir. Thank you so much. I've been Bola Olade Jaw. Philip, let's keep our fingers crossed. We're hoping it plays out, but still fingers crossed, risks managed. All we can do is wait. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. You, and you. Oh, 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 oh. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Waiting. Gold is dropping, gold is dropping, gold is dropping. Yeah. If you took the re-entries on EU, GU, UJ, okay, UJ eat SL if your SL was too tight. But if you took the re-entries on gold, EU, GU, guys, you are in profit. Sedem, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's something I just do in my leisure. It's something I do in my leisure. I'm actually a very good actor, if I do say so myself. You know, so and if you do performing arts, you have to have a bit of everything. Probably have a bit of music, a bit of insanity, a bit of toggery, a bit of the gentleman, you know, so you can put on many arts. Who is in profit? Ta, 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 ta. So guys, if you're in profit, just drop emojis. Let me see. I'm certain that a lot of you guys are going to be in good profit already. So if you're in profits, drop an emoji, drop an emoji, drop an emoji now. Now, I command you. I dare you. Drop an emoji if you're in profit. Can you buy GJ? No, I have no idea about GJ. Oh. I don't know anything. No, man. No, they there. Oh, GJ. 2. Beautiful. Just keep your stop loss and then let it flow. If you're in profit, please let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, Tali, you're in profit. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You don't know my name. Yours profitably, John. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Are you making money? Yes, Tali, good job, good job. MJJ Forex, if you are in profit on gold, you can just set a break even. All right, set a break even and just let it flow. Exactly, yes, Tali, is all about the zones and liquidity. Not just the zones and liquidity. Olatayo Jacob, you're welcome. Yes, yes, we're making money. I just hope that after this session, you people will contribute and buy me shawarma. Collins Omezi, why are you sending a crying emoji? Okay. So let me do you guys one better. All right. If you're on this gold trade right now and you want to know where to put your stop loss, where to move your stop loss to, move it to 3261.9 .99. 3261.99. All right, 3261.99. Reason being that on the 1 minute time frame, I want to see price. This is a boundary that I think that price is going to respect. Even if it wants to keep coming back up, I think it's going to respect that boundary and go back. All right. So where is 3261.99 would be here. All right. So worst case scenario is for price to get here and then react. All right. So if you're in gold, you're safe. How did you lose on gold? Collins, how did you lose on gold? I'm short of words. How exactly did that happen? Yes, thank you, Samuel. Thank you so much. That is the position to move your stop losses to on gold. I've shown you the 1 minute rationale behind that stop loss. All right. But if you feel like you're in good profit already, you can just close right now. There's no need doing yourself that damage and having to join the emotional roller coaster. If you feel like you're in good profit, close, go buy some popcorn. Yes, please delete all the other stops. If it wasn't activated, then it's none of your business anymore. Just delete it. Okay, fair value gap secured. Now price should drop better. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Okay, let's see. Remember what I told you guys about gold, all right? If you've, I'm sure that some of you have closed in profit already, but if you didn't, move your stop loss to 3261.99. Because if this supply zone does not hold on the 1 minute time frame, then just know that all is not well. Take a look at me now. That's just an empty space. Not a thing of emotion, just a shadow of. Okay, let's see if it reacts from that supply zone. That's the prayer point. That's our prayer. That's our emphasis. I'm hoping that it reacts from that zone. Riska made $200. Fantastic. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Good job. You're doing well. Ashaolu Joshua, for those who didn't get profit from the trailing stop, I told from the stop loss, I told them to re-enter gold at some point. I told them to make a new entry. Don't tell me that's not worth fighting for. And I can tell you there's nothing I want more. 'Cause you know it's true that everything I do, yes, I do it for you. So can you see prices reacting from that supply zone already? And we just have 5 more minutes to hope and pray that price gets to 3250.42. That's your take profit, by the way, 3250.42. Tell me that's not worth fighting for. I can tell you there's nothing I want more. Oh, you know it's true that everything I do, yes, I do it for you. Is this making sense, guys? You're welcome, John. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Whatever you see as expertise right now is a product of many years of experience, many years making profit, losing money, many years of sticking through to the markets and staying with my analysis. Wait, Naina, your gold sale should be in profit already. 500 USD booked, fantastic. So for all of you guys making money, I have an offering basket just behind me. You guys will be contributing for shawarma and small chops, all right, as we share the grace on today's session of NFP live trading. Price is almost at our TP for the sale, by the way, on the 1 minute. For those of you who probably are a bit stubborn, you can leave your break even and just allow the market to roll all the way till it hits a comfortable TP. What is a good TP? For gold sell, a good TP will be 3250.42. This point right here, 3250.42. Yes, AC Miracles, you know how it is. 3250.42. And right now, you guys can move your break even from 3261.99. You can move your break even now to 3258.58. 3258.58. You can move your stop loss there. Price is almost at our TP, so there's nothing much. If you've made enough profit as well, you can also close, but it's just the way things are. Yes, thank you, Samuel. Thank you once again. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you, Wainana. Price is definitely going to hit that take profit. I am 100% certain of it. Why? Because there's liquidity there. And the liquidity is practically begging price to come. It's literally begging price to come. All right, but you can also close right now. You said your lot size is huge. I celebrate that. A great guy. All right, guys, I think it's time to close. Close your trades. If you're still on the gold trade, please close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, because I'm signing out right about now. And as usual, guys, you already know the name is Adetola Freeman once again. Next week, Monday, we're going to be having our usual market review session on the Telegram community. If you're not yet in part of that community, the link is in the caption. All right, it's in the description. Please do well to join the community. Every Monday with me live, you can ask your questions, learn a couple of things, and then we do analysis as well. You can also request analysis from any commodity whatsoever. TP has already been hit on our gold trade, so I want to believe that you guys have made some massive, massive load of profit today. Till when next I come your way, the name remains Adetola Freeman Ogunkunle, the only black boy that can give you profit on fundamental news releases. See you guys next Monday. All right, God bless you. Have a fantastic rest of the trading week. Bye-bye.